I got her in a furnace diagnostic, and the first thing the customer asked me is, what is this white stuff that's dripping down onto the motor and down here? It's coming from the exhaust pipe, right, that joint right there. So I looked on top there and it looked pretty wet there. And as I ran the furnace, I did see some exhaust CO spillage. So there was about, I measured with my CO detector, about 20 to 25 parts per million at the collar here. And I was thinking, kind of weird. So I undid those screws that are holding that pipe down, and I heard a bunch of stuff rumbling inside the pipe. So I removed the pipe from that joint all the way to here. And this is what I found inside the exhaust pipe. Look at that. It was completely plugged up right there. So the exhaust was just overflowing wherever it could. And the exhaust is very humid. So it was overflowing and then leaving mineral traces wherever it went. So this is actually what this is as well. It's mineral traces out of the humidity of the exhaust. Even though the exhaust is extremely hot, it does have humidity. It is very humid, and when the exhaust pipe cools down, the water condenses, leaves behind minerals, and that was what was plugging up this pipe. This furnace is running on propane, so propane does have a lot of water in it, so as it burns off, it's very, very humid. And especially this has a very long vertical stack, probably 30 to 40 feet, so maybe 30 feet. So on those long vertical stacks means more exhaust fumes left over after the equipment shuts off, which means more water is condensing, which compounds the problem. So I mean, I'm gonna recommend for them to replace this 90 with like a T and put like a little plug, a little can down here. That way they can clean it out and whatnot, or just leave it the way it is and have a professional take care of it, you know, every few years. But yeah, that solves that problem.